G'day, welcome to the show. Soul Covers here. We are back after a frustrating night last night. We go 1-4. Good for -7 units. Don't like to see that. Did like the tickets we had. We certainly didn't have things go our way last night. Lakers and Bucks under. That game went over. It'll be interesting to see how the Lakers perform just with Luka. I think of him as a pace down player. That was a very fast game. I mean, the Bucks are a pace-up team. This Nets and Bulls game, that game finished at 226. We were so close to getting that middle. That was really frustrating. So we cashed the under 230. We like the over better in that game, but yeah, that game finished at 226. If they just score one more point, we hit the middle. We also like the over in the Magic and Pelicans game. Pelicans didn't even score 90 points, I think. Yeah, I think they scored like 88, 93 points. But the game that I was frustrated at the most was this Kings and Warriors game, because I thought I had the right read on that game. That game finished at 234. They played at a really slow pace. The pace was 97 possessions. That's well below league average. League average is just under 100. So it's at least 2.5 possessions under league average. Yet the Warriors shot 74% effective field goal percentage. They shot 56% from three. Just what? They couldn't miss. So, enough looking back. Let's get into the slate. We've got 10 games on the card. This is a very big slate of games. Gotta try and get through. Every time I say, gonna try and get through this as quickly as possible. We will see. So, first we got Boston in Miami. Boston coming off a loss. You know, we love to back them after a loss, but I don't know. I just don't know if this is the spot. I mean, I certainly put a gun to my head. Yeah, I'll back Boston, but the Heat have lost 5 straight. I really wish the Heat had beaten the Clippers, because then, yeah, Heat coming into this off a win, then, yep, sign me up for Boston. But the Heat have just lost 5 straight. Celtics injury report, KP's questionable, Derek White's questionable, Tatum, Brown questionable. I would expect KP not to play. I would expect at least 2 out of Tatum, Brown, and Derek White to play. Maybe that gets you to a cover. That's why the spread isn't double digits. We saw this open at 7.5 at the sharp books. Now at 8, but it's a cheap 8. Let's cross that off. So yeah, Celtics, yeah, currently at a cheap 8. Projections at -7.5, so not much of an edge there. We saw this total go up to 217, open at 214, now back to 214, so bit of bouncing up and down. So far, as of right now, I have nothing on this game. I do expect the Celtics to win and cover. It's just laying 8 on the road against a Spo coach team that's lost 5 straight, even though they're playing badly. They don't even need a win. They just need to cover. Look, yeah, haven't bet Boston as of yet. I'm looking at them. Just not right now. Moving on to Pacers at Sixers. Gonna get through this one really quickly. If you picked up an over 228.5, congratulations. I did not. Projections do love the over in this game. Even with Maxey and Paul George being out, the Sixers have kind of announced to the NBA that they're tanking and they do not care anymore. And they are playing with a bit more pace. The defense has just been awful lately. Some reason the Sixers have an edge here, but that does account for the Tyrese Maxey and Paul George playing. I'm not sure they're worth 7 points to a spread, but seeing this open at 10.5, now at 12. I don't want to fade the market on this. Just a bit of a gross game. The Pacers, they do They do have the Bucks on deck. Is that the following day? That is. Interesting. I mean, the Sixers, they don't have to win this game, and like the Pacers, like they'll be looking ahead to that Bucks game. Nothing from me here on this game yet, but this. Do I really want to bet the Sixers? My Clippers in Atlanta. Clippers coming off a nice win against the Heat. No Kawhi that game as well. Yeah, Clippers really bounced back, finally won a game as away favourites. We saw this spread open at Clippers -3.5, now at Clippers -4.5. Projections favour the Hawks in this game. Now that is due to the Clippers just being awful on the road, awful net rating wise since February, but the market has moved towards the Clippers. I don't entirely understand this, and my expectation is to see a late market push towards the Hawks close to tip off. We picked up a Hawks +4. We picked that up for 2 units. The Clippers, like I was saying last episode, they are one of those teams where they just play a lot better they play a lot better at home, play poorly on the road. Just looking up one thing now, because this is a good stat. So like Clippers, they're now 5-10 as away favourites against the spread. We will be back.
One pair of pants later.
Okay, yeah, we are back, and this is a nice trend to fade the Clippers. So yeah, not only are they 5-10 against the spread as away favourites, if in the previous matchup they had won on the road and they're playing on the road again, they are 2-7 against the spread. They are in this spot against the Hawks. This is the last game of the road trip. Heading back home after this, they have some tough games at home coming up. They do have Charlotte next at home, but then after that, they're playing the Cavs, Grizzlies, and Thunder. So look, I still like the Hawks at 4.5. I do expect this to move back towards Atlanta, probably close at around 4, 3.5 if we're feeling good. Looking at the total, as I said, death, taxes, and Hawks home totals going over. We bet this at 231.5, got that down for 2.5 units. We bet the over here, now at 233. Clippers are still like the top 4 defense in the league, I believe. They are a pace down team. Hawks second best over team, second best pace team. Norman Powell is still out. Trae Young is probable. We expect him to play. We played the over, currently at 233.5. Bit of a coin flip there now. Next we have Dallas in Houston. This is a spread that I'm surprised that hasn't moved yet. Oh, it has. So the spread opened at 11.5, now at Rockets -12. We got Rockets at -14. So yeah, definitely a Rocket spot. I haven't played it, but they do seem to be getting things together. They got a nice cover against the Suns. They covered twice against the Pelicans. They covered against the Magic. They've covered 4 straight. Fred VanVleet's back. Amen Thompson is still out. Dallas are only playing like 7 guys, so fair enough. I haven't got anything on this game. If I'd still lean Rockets if you are just itching for a bet. Not the most appealing game though. Total has moved down to 2 points. Nothing from me there. Next we have a very, very interesting game. We have the Cavs at the Grizzlies. This game opened at Cavs -5. Then Donovan Mitchell was ruled out. Spread went back to 2.5 at the rec books. I've been saying for a few episodes that I really want to find spots to back the Cavs when they rest players just because they're so deep. Donovan Mitchell gets ruled out. We see it at 2.5. We're like, yep, sign me up. I'll take it. Like the Grizzlies, Triple J, he's questionable. I'm banking on him not playing. Like he was just weak. He was announced as being week to week about a week and a half ago, and now he's questionable. That's a bit unexpected, but leaning on him not playing. Even if he does play, always a good spot to fade a team bringing a star player back. So we saw this spread get down as low as 1.5. That's because Circa, they opened the line at Cavs -1.5. Now we see Circa have moved towards 2, which is what we like to see. Now, do I love holding a 2.5 ticket when I could have gotten a 1.5? No, but I still like the Cavs here. Like the Grizzlies, they just haven't been good against the spread since the All-Star break. They are like 1-10, maybe 1-11 against the spread after the All-Star break. Cavs, like, even though, no Donovan Mitchell, they still got Ty Jerome, Max Strus, Dean Wade, DeAndre Hunter's questionable, but they got guys who can fill in. Mobley can increase his usage, so can Darius Garland. Like the Grizzlies got nobody who can defend Garland. If Triple J sits out, they got nobody who can guard Mobley. So we do like the Cavs in this spot. Even like for me, the most important piece of market movement is the fact that Circa moved from 1.5 to 2. That's the most important piece of market movement. Even though right now sitting on a minus CLV ticket, we still like the Cavs. We like them a lot. We got them down for 4 units. Total has moved down 3 points. To be expected, no Donovan Mitchell. I got nothing on the total. Next, we have the Magic in Minnesota. Magic coming in off a back-to-back. They just destroyed the Pelicans. I reckon the starters probably played around 30 minutes. They definitely got to sit out for a good stretch of that fourth quarter. Now in Minnesota gotten healthy. They have been playing really well, coming off a win against the Nuggets in Denver as well. So we see this total open at 208.5, now at 209, projected at 211. Now that the Wolves got Gobert back, I'm not looking at the overs. This seems like a very well-priced both spread and total. Projections there right at 10. Like just subjectively, I kind of like the Magic in this spot, but the market has moved against the Magic, which in most spots we do not want to fade the market. So let's get on to the next game. We have the Charlotte Hornets in San Antonio. Where are we? There you are. So we had this total open at 235. Then, so like looking at the projections, projected total 225, 10 points of difference. That's accounting for De'Aaron Fox in the lineup. Now, De'Aaron Fox, he just got ruled out, season-ending surgery. He's been playing through a finger injury. We did pick up a under 235.5, got that down for 4 units. As soon as Fox got ruled out, that total only moved 2 points, and like 233.5, that was available for a good half an hour, I'd say, maybe even longer. Like, I think the difference between Fox at point guard, starting him versus starting CP3 at point guard, is a lot more than 2 points. Like, Fox just speeds the pace up so much, and then with Fox, they're starting like a 2-point guard lineup, which is going to be bad defensively. You know, CP3 loves to just pound the rock. Now this total is at 230.5. I still like the under here. Like, it seems to have hit like a bit of a resistance point. Like it's kind of just sat around 230 for a while now. I still like the under. Looking at the spread, this opened at Spurs -6.5. Now it's Spurs -3. I got nothing on the spread. Seems to be very well priced. So make sure you go follow me at Twitter at SoulCovers, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You could have gotten the 235.5. That's our best ticket today. We got five bets on today. Next we have the Lakers in Denver. Luka is questionable. This spread is just bonkers. 14 points to the Nuggets. If LeBron and Luka were both healthy, this would be projected at Nuggets -5. We see it at Nuggets -14, but to be expected. Like, Lakers on a tough back-to-back spot. They just got destroyed by the Bucks. Nuggets coming off a loss at home against the Timberwolves. I just can't play into that spread. We do see the total though, so projected total at 235.5. This total opened at 231.5. We saw it creeping up to 232, 232.5. We picked up an over 231.5. Played that for two units. Now sitting at 230.5. So sitting on a minus CLV ticket. I don't love that ticket, but at the same time, just watching that Lakers-Bucks game, the Lakers look so bad defensively. Now they're coming in off a back-to-back versus Denver off a loss. Like, I could see Denver scoring 130 this game. That almost gets you to the over. Like, Denver are 22nd in defense this season. Like, they're not great defensively. As for what you can do now, I would just wait until Luka, if he gets ruled in, then yeah, go play the over. If he doesn't, then yeah, sit this one out entirely. I fully expect the Nuggets to, they lost. Lakers beat them in Denver last time out. I fully expect the Nuggets to destroy the Lakers here. Next, we have Raptors at Jazz. Just a disgusting game. The Jazz did get fined for tanking, basically. We saw the spread open at Jazz -1.5, now at Jazz -2. We have seen the total pop up quite a bit. Opened at 227.5, now at 234. So if you picked up that over, congratulations. I did not. Jazz -2, like, Markkanen should be playing. Collins is questionable. Collier is questionable. Raptors, like, he's got so many injuries. I would lean Jazz in this spot. Not enough for me to play it though. The Raptors have kind of announced to the NBA that they will be tanking. Last game on the card. Wow, we're getting through this quick. Kings at Suns. Where are we? Spread open at -2, now at -3. Projections like the Kings in this spot. Kings coming in off a back-to-back. They got destroyed by the Warriors. They could not get a stop to save their lives against the Warriors. We've got two teams that are bottom 5 against the spread teams. Suns have been playing better recently. So have the Kings, even though they lost that Warrior. They've lost 3 straight now, but they have been playing better this last month or so. Now seeing the spread move to -3. I've got nothing here on this game. We've seen the total move down a point. Let's get into our best bets for today. Let's get the odds screen off. So we've got 5 of them, that's right. We have the Clippers and Hawks over 231.5. Got that down for 2.5 units. Now at 233.5. Wouldn't play into that. We've also got the Hawks +4. We don't like this spot for the Clippers. We're not going to get fooled by them beating Miami on the road. We don't like the Clippers as away favorites. Clippers 2-7 against the spread when playing on the road after a road win. 2-7 against the spread. We'll take that, and they're also not good as a road favorites. We also got the Spurs and Hornets under 235.5. Got that down for 4 units. That's probably my favorite player today. If you're just itching for a bet, go play the under 230. I don't understand why this total hasn't plummeted like to 225. Cavs at Grizzlies. We also really like this for the Cavs. Even though they've got no Donovan Mitchell, Triple J is questionable. I don't expect him to play. Last ticket on the card is one I don't feel great about, and one I probably wouldn't tail unless you hear Luka is in. That's the Lakers and Nuggets over 231.5. Got that down for 2 units. Rough night last night. Let's hope this is a better one. We do like the Cavs ticket, and then the over on the Hawks and Clippers, under on the Hornets and Spurs. We expect the Hawks line to move back towards the Hawks. Till next time, let's get them books salty.